Hi guys, welcome to my review of Sega Hub, brought to you by Sega and developed by D3T. Here is your 90s gaming room. Now how cool is this? You got your many options that I'll go through with you. Let's start with the credits. These are the credits people who created the game, which is quite nice. Thank you, Jamie Campbell, for making this. Thank you, Steve Powell, Andy Booth. Right, let's back out. So, let's see what we got. Room settings. This is cool, so that you can adjust the video card resolution, windows, and change the language. Quality simple or high end. And you got a really cool feature called time of day, which changes the light shadow in your room to any time you like, evening or night or morning. And your audio settings, which is substandard. You got your gaming volume and your UI volume and your ambient. And this is the best part, your gaming shelf. When you buy DLC, your games will be filled up on the rack like you would do in real life. And the cool thing about this, you can put mods onto these games. So if you subscribe to one of their pages, you can download additional content, which is very cool. So, what do you think, guys? Does this make you want to buy the downloads now? I bet you do. Right, now we show you the console settings. So you can adjust the filters, the G projection, the emulator. It's all nice and simple. Yes. And here are the input controls. So if you have an Xbox 360 controller, I highly recommend you use it. If it's wired, that'll be the best one, because that way you'll get no lag. So, right, I will show you an example by playing, yes, you guessed it, Streets of Rage 2. Look at that, isn't this wonderful? Yeah, look at that logo go. Yeah, I used to have great fond memories of playing this game. I used to buy it from Derbyshire, and the guy said, "You know, mate, you got the best game the Megadrive has ever been made." And I said, "Oh, thanks." And he was right. I absolutely enjoy this game. It's so good. I am playing with a mod that you can download, a Scot Pilgrim. So Axel will be replaced. And, you know, Scot Pilgrim. It is a bit glitchy, but that's sort of standard these days. You're not going to get perfection. Yeah. The cool thing is you can actually go full screen, so you don't have to have the Tube TV filter on, which is quite cool. So you have many options to play with, so that's really something. Yeah, look at those special moves. Isn't it cool, guys? Does this bring back good memories, guys? I'm sure I bet it does. Right, here's another feature that you'll probably like. This is a save and load feature. So you can save point in any point of the game. And I'll show you a quick demo. It's very easy. So if you make a mistake here, watch what happens. Load the state, boom, you're in. You couldn't do this on the original hardware. So that's a really good plus on this review. That's a very good plus. Here is the Steam page. These are all the mods you can install on Steam, which is quite cool. I'll show you in the workshop. There we go. This is their main hub page, so I advise anyone who has got some games installed, have a look at their page. They've done some amazing mods. You know, I'm really happy I bought this. And the cool one you just saw in the previous video, I've used Streets of Rage, Scot Pilgrim from the actual mod, which is really cool. As you can see, you know, there's plenty of wild alterations to alter the gameplay, and I think it's fantastic. You could spend countless hours. You know, you have Nintendo characters as well. I noticed there's Mario, which is quite cool. Would you like to hear my main criticism about Sega? When I first bought this app on Steam, it downloaded fine, right? I couldn't play the game room app section because it wasn't updated. So I had to rely on the simple launcher, which I won't tell you my honest opinion. It's absolutely boring as hell. Yes, you hear me. It was boring. It was just like a massive video slideshow you see on a DVD player. You just go scrolling through the games. It was just so tiny and I couldn't see the words. So, anyway, back to what I was going to say at the beginning. The cartridges wouldn't load into the console, like a virtual demo. The TV didn't work at all, so it didn't play the games. But after great succession from Steam realization that everyone's complained about it on the forums, it's finally got fixed. Hooray for Sega! Yes, it is truly Sega! Would you like to hear my final thought? Yes, Aaron, we'd like to hear your final thought. Okay, I'll tell you my final thought. For all the Sega fans, instant buy. But for the rest of us, it's a bit of a mediocre software. It's not high-end gaming wonderful, is it? It is the old classic games we're talking about here. I would say that my issue is sometimes when you play the games, it does a little bit of a lag in some of the screen alterations, which is a bit strange. I would like to see more of the in-game saving options. The one thing that drove me nuts was that you have to pause the game, go out, and then save it, and then load the window again. That drove me a little bit mad. I don't know about you guys. I think that was a big minus for me. But in all circumstances, this is really a good, interesting app. Hopefully with future updates and more games will be released, Sega will start to see that fans truly will respect Sega after their downfall with their so many consoles in the past, like the 32X, Sega CD, and all that stuff. Hey Sega, actually, why not in future update add a Sega CD module in the virtual room? Or even the cool thing I would love to see is a Sega Saturn emulation. Now that would be brilliant, playing Panzer Dragoon Saga again. Oh wow. See, the possibilities are actually endless. So it's not perfect, but it has room to grow. So it's a big thumbs up for me. It would be lovely to hear your comments on good old retro gaming heaven, as it were. What were your favourite memories of playing Sega Megadrive games? That would be really nice to hear. If you like to, please rate, comment and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.